direction.
The P-51 with altitude would come down into its 6 o'clock position. Usually the 109 would try to pull up and you'd go into a split S, and hopefully you would end up on its tail and be able to shoot it down.
The Mustang could go as tight as you could pull it. Whatever you wanted it to do and you were capable of doing, it would do. We could keep up with the 109. We could outperform it, outturn it, we could outdive it. We could outfly the 109.
3 P-51 groups, the 8th, 9th, and 15th, shot down an incredible 4,950 German planes. But dogfights weren't limited to Europe. In the Pacific, American and Japanese fighters also engaged in fierce air-to-air maneuvers. American pilots would team up in pairs, flying the ingenious Thatch Weave. Named after Lieutenant Commander Jimmy Thatch, 2 planes would fly a parallel course until a Zero latched onto the tail of one of them. They would then bank steeply inward. If the enemy pilot followed his target, it would lead him into a deadly position, where the other member of the team could shoot him down. In the 1950s, the end of the dogfight seemed near, when the first air-to-air missiles became operational. The reason? Why go toe-to-toe with machine guns when you can safely destroy an enemy plane from distance with a missile?
The idea in the 1960s was that you didn't even need to have a maneuverable fighter aircraft. All you needed was maneuverable missiles. The fighter aircraft would fire from miles away from where anybody else was, and the missile would hunt down the enemy and blow it up.
But missiles didn't end dogfights. The experts were wrong. Fighters like the American F-4 still got up close and personal with MiG jets in Vietnam. And way too often, the F-4s came out second best.
An F-4 couldn't turn with a MiG-17. While it had the advantage in a vertical climb, in a vertical dogfight, or in flat-out running, the MiG-17 could actually turn inside the F-4.
The F-4 had the aerodynamics of a rock. It had 2 motors, it was very loud, it didn't maneuver very well, and it just didn't go as fast as it could. And our enemies were developing better aircraft, faster aircraft. We had to have something to catch up.
The American Air Force acknowledged the need for a plane that was fast enough and maneuverable enough to outgun Russian MiGs at close range. The result was the F-15 Eagle, a dedicated air superiority fighter. When it was let off its leash in 1976, it proved itself an awesome dogfighter.
It really can do quite a bit of dogfighting. It's got some very powerful engines, so many adversaries we can outclimb, and then it's very maneuverable, so we can turn inside the corner of many adversaries as well.
In 30 years, the F-15 has scored over 100 victories with no losses. An awesome tally. But one its successor is certain to break. The F-22 Raptor entered service in 2005. Lightning fast, it's equipped with advanced avionics that can identify, target, and annihilate enemy planes. It also has stealth capabilities, making it almost invisible to radar. The end of dogfights? Perhaps.
The F-22's radar is tremendously powerful and able to pick out enemy aircraft long before they know the F-22's in the area. If the F-22 does get into a dogfight, it has the maneuverability and speed to win that dogfight, even in close range. But chances are the F-22 will knock the enemy fighter out of the sky before the enemy pilot even knows the F-22 is around.
The high-tech world of 21st century fighters looks set to revolutionize aerial combat. But ask a veteran World War II pilot like Joey Peterbers, and he'll tell you that old is gold.
Good job, boss. Thank you. What a ride. I did 3 barrel rolls and 2 loops.
Like riding a bicycle, duck to water. You never forget. Way to go.
Yeah, it was really great.
Nice job.
In under 100 years, fighters have been transformed. They've gone from underpowered, undergunned lightweights with 3 wings to supersonic, single-winged assassins like the F-22. Drawn together, the branches on the F-22's family tree reflect its unique genesis. The marriage of an interrupter gear and machine guns gave birth to the first effective fighter. A British and a German mastered jet propulsion. Improved wings led to greater maneuverability. And the combination of stealth, missiles, and advanced radar has produced a new generation of first look, first kill fighters, the F-22 Raptor. Weaponologically, it's the top of the tree.
You're watching the Military Channel. Go behind the